I often hesitate to put links on these videos because a lot of times, I could put a link on here and then tomorrow that link could actually go away. So I'll put this up, and then if I find out that it changes or that it needs to be found someplace else, I'll make a note in the text material in Moodle. But this is really a fun little uh, Flash program that you can go to. I'm sure there's some more of them out there. Jot down this URL, and again, if you don't get it before I move on, then you can pause this, back up, and pause it. But I want to go over this so you can sort of see how these analyses of variances, uh, how the different things of changing the variance and those kind of things cause problems or make changes. So we'll just continue on with this.
So let's look at a demo. Give you a little bit of an idea how this works. I've been real pleased with how this has worked. So here we go. There's 4 groups here, and this is the variance. And I can use these buttons to increase or decrease the variance. And then I can also move these little capsules up and down. Those are the samples. And then we're going to see what happens to the F ratio. Now, they're all the same here. So, since all the means are exactly the same, there's no variance between them. So first, let me take and move one of these up. Okay. Now, you can see that the mean square between the groups increased. The mean square within the groups stayed about the same. Okay, and move it back down. You can see it went away. This is about the same, so I want to increase this here. And what this does, this doesn't give you a number, it just sort of gives you or moves this out. And you can see that there is some sort of a difference there. So the F test would tell us, the ANOVA test would tell us that there's a difference between these 4 groups. And then we would have to go and use one of the multiple comparison tests to identify whether it's group 1, group 2, group 3, or group 4 that's different. Let's move this guy up a little bit. Right there. And so the F value probably stayed about the same. It's up there about 2 right now. There's a little number here I can see. I don't know if you can. Let's move this one up a little bit. Okay, it's about 1.5 now. So let me take this group here and decrease the variance. And watch how the F value changes. See, as the variance within the groups gets smaller, this number right here gets smaller, so the overall F value gets larger. Okay? So you can see how that gets smaller. Move these apart a little bit, and you can see how the F value really does increase. So let's take one of these guys here and increase the variance quite a bit. Watch out what happens to the F value as that gets larger. Okay? And the more variance, the more uncertainty. And the more uncertain, the less confident we're going to be in the results. See, we increase the variance here. Okay. And so that just gives you a little bit of a visualization of how this works. We put all these means about the same. You can see if the F value gets really small. The mean on these is the green bar. So now the grand mean is this bar right here. So if you want to play around with this, I think it gives you a visualization of how it works. Should be able to get this guy down pretty small. Move him down here. Decrease this one also. And you can see that makes a big difference. Okay? So, with that in mind, I hope that helps you to understand a little bit more about the analysis of variance. As always, I hope that you have a good day. And if you have any questions, then shoot me an email and I'll do my best to answer them. Thank you very much.
The chart at the end of this chapter, the statistical test chart, you can go through and you can see what we've added here. We've compared 3 or more unmatched groups with a one-way analysis of variance. We can compare 3 or more matched measurements with a repeated measures analysis of variance. Again, we've also talked about the fact that there's multiple ways to do this, and there actually are 2-factor analyses of variances, and so it just sort of helps to fill in the overall chart, and that you can see that there are different situations over here on this side and different characteristics over here, and you can find which test should be used in a particular situation. That's all that I have on this topic, and so have a good day.